Hello Aquarius, this is your June reading for signs of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We're going to look at love and what we've got coming up for you for June. Okay, so hopefully good things. We're going to look at past, current and any future messages that want to come up. What I will say for you Aquarius, when I was shuffling your cards and getting ready for this reading, I felt like you were connecting, the person that you were connecting with or have been connecting with, their energy is really heavy. It's almost like, and what I got the picture in my mind was, it's almost like they want to connect with you, they want to speak to you, but you're not having any of it. You're kind of, and it's almost like you're too anxious or you're too scared about messaging them back or something like that. Take that if it resonates. If it doesn't, don't worry. It was just a message for somebody. Anyway, Aquarius, let's have a look what we've got for you for June. Okay. Interesting. Right. It's almost like following on from the message that I've just had. So this is clearly for somebody. Again, if it doesn't resonate, it's not your story, but this is for somebody. There's been a breakup in the past, especially with the Tower in reverse here, and from the other cards that I'm seeing, there's definitely been definitely some kind of breakup. Whether it was a hurtful breakup or not, I'm not sure, but there's been some kind of disconnect between you and the person that you're dealing with. Could be a water sign or a fire sign that you've been dealing with, so it doesn't have to be Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's just what I'm getting at the moment. It's kind of like once the dust has settled, you've had chance to think about things. Possibly it's kind of that saying, time is a great healer. So I think this happened some time ago. When I say some time ago, I don't think it's been recent. It possibly could have been last year, that kind of thing. Maybe very early on in the year. But I think there's been several weeks, even several months has passed now, maybe even longer, since you've been separated from this person. And you've kind of had time to think about things. And I think now that the dust has settled, now you've had time to think, maybe the person that you're connecting with maybe wants to get in contact or anything like that, or you've been thinking things are now not as bad as they were between the two of you. Maybe, I don't know if you're still friends with this person, or maybe you still hear from this person. And it's almost like somebody here wants to give it a second chance. But I just feel on your side that you're not moving forward as yet, even though in the past you might have thought about it, especially with the Tower in reverse, and we've also got the Knight of Cups here. Again, I'm getting that something is stopping you, or has been in the recent past, from reconnecting with this person, from reaching out, reconnecting. I think it's on your part, because I feel, like I said before, as I was preparing for you read and shuffling, the person that you are connecting with, that we're going to look at their energy now, almost is still trying to get on your good side, trying to contact you, but it's not that you don't want to, it's strange energy. It's not that you don't want to. Part of you might, but there's something stopping you, basically. There is something stopping you, and I think it's in your energy. It's something to do with you. You'll know better than me, whatever that is. You want to go towards this person, but it's almost like you back out at the last moment and you're scared. What are the past energies for the person my Aquarius was dealing with, please? Past energies for the person my Aquarius was dealing with. Oh, thank you. Take that. Yeah, there's definitely been some time out between the two of you. One more, please. And it's almost like you're both having a rethink as to whether or not to start things back up again. I know I'm looking at past energies at this moment in time, but I can just feel that there's some kind of lift here, some kind of a little bit of movement more on their part, not necessarily on yours. You're very much in your head. Okay, so it could be, like I said before, it could be a fire sign that you're connecting with. I've also got another air sign and water. Yeah. Be another air, fire or water sign that you have been connecting with. I say have been because I am looking at past energies, and I do feel that there was definitely a disconnect, definitely a breakup or a separation going on here. Yeah, Ace of Swords in reverse. Again, this is not coming together. Even though it was past, I don't think this was coming together in the past. It's almost like you broke up, you both went your separate ways, you both had time to think about things, and communication possibly is there, but on a love aspect, on getting back together, it hasn't come together. Energies can flip, so I could be reading yours as opposed to theirs, but I'm sure it's all because of your part. Especially with their cards, they've got kind of like an idea, a growth here that they want to move towards you, whereas you're kind of taking a step back. So let's have a look what the current energies are. Most of that was channeled then, so like I said before, there's definitely a message here for somebody. Anyway, what are the current energies for my Aquarius, please? And we'll ask why it's all happening as well, but what are the current energies for my Aquarius? It's almost like when I'm shuffling, nothing... I'm not getting much. You've drawn your own card though, Aquarius energy with the star card. It's very interesting. In the past they had the magician card, whereas you've got the star card in your current energies. It's all about a renewal, but it's all about, for me, especially with the energy that I'm getting, it's a lot thinking about it, a lot of thinking but no action, nothing happening at this moment in time. We've got all uprights for you in your current energy though, which I always say, progress. Could be another air sign that you're dealing with. We've now actually got we could be quite a lot. I'm getting a mixture of signs here. Okay, so let's have a look what we've got for your current energies. Working on just you, there's a lot of inner work going on it's a lot of inner work going on with yourself. It's kind of like going through, that's what you're about at this moment in time. I can see that from the past, especially with the separation and you going your separate way from this person, and then having a chance to think about things. Now it's kind of like you're still in that thinking mode, but you're doing a lot of healing, you're doing a lot of, it's possibly been good for you taking some time out because it's made you focus on yourself. Especially here with the star card though, as I said before, as I mentioned before, it's Aquarius energy. It's also a renewal, but it's wishing for that renewal. So this could be in your mind that you want to go forward towards this person. Again, I'm seeing that you're currently not though. There is something stopping you. And I'm sure it is in your energy. You know better than me what the deal is between you and this person and if this is resonating or not. But there is something here. It's almost like you're fighting with your mind, and you're going, yeah, I can do this. And then the day after you're like, no, I can't contact this person. I can't see this person. It might just be that the time is needed, or it might just be something else that's stopping you. But part of you wants to, and part of you doesn't. It's almost like you flip between the yeah, and then no, I can't do it. Also, I've got the High Priestess here, which is Taurus energy, especially with the Pentacles. I'm still not. I don't think it's an Earth sign that you're connecting with. I could be wrong. It's almost like when you're thinking about connecting with this person again and reaching out, maybe that, like I said, I don't see communication being completely blocked between the two of you. I still think that you are around this person or they're around you. I still think that you have I don't know if you're friends with this person or you've kept friendly. There is something that they're around you. It is not a never want to see this person again kind of energy. I don't think anybody's blocked here or anything like that. It could have been quite amicable or friendly breakup when you did. But there's something coming to light here on your part, and I think it's stopping you from moving forward. Maybe that you're fighting with your own conscience, or maybe you've actually figured something out about the person that you're connecting with, and that's having an impact on whether or not you reach out again to this person or whether or not you accept this person's offer if they're the one that reaches out. What are the current energies for the person my Aquarius is dealing with? Current energies for the person my Aquarius was dealing with, please. It's almost like I've got a weight has been lifted on your person's part. It was very, very heavy. Now it's lifting. It's almost like they're waiting on you. They're waiting on you, Aquarius. It might be that you're keeping them waiting, but it's really strange because with the Ace of Swords in reverse, but that was past energies, they weren't offering much communication, they weren't coming towards you. But it's like they're waiting for you to make the first move. Or maybe they've offered something. No, I don't. I think it's because the Magician card here, they want this as much as you. They want this as much as you. But it's almost like the ball is in your court. You have the power, Aquarius. It's whether or not you can actually go through with it and contact this person. Or go through with it and actually pick the phone up and speak to them, or actually arrange to meet up with them. A lot of water energy for their current. Again, could be water sign that you're connecting with. They're happy though. They're happy with, I don't know if it's you kind of giving drip feeding them. It's also what I get. It's kind of like every little bit of communication or a little bit of contact they have with you, or whether they see you or not, it kind of lifts the spirits. It's kind of a bit of, yes, like it's because obviously the Six of Wands is kind of my victory towards success. But I feel it's to do with when you're around them. They feel like a little bit happier. They feel like this could lead to something. It's almost like you're drip feeding them little bits of happiness, little bits of hope that this could turn into something else. Yeah, it's not there yet though, as we know. They don't want to sit around anymore though. They're waiting on you, but they don't want they don't want to be waiting that long, is what I'm saying. It's almost like they can't do anything but wait for you. Ball is in your court, but it's frustrating them, the fact that they have to wait for you. They have to, and that it's kind of frustrating to them that they're not, this is not going anywhere. As much as they're happy that now and again you might send them a message or give them a little bit of hope. I say messages, it could be anything. I have no idea what your circumstances are around communication with this person, but it's almost like no news is good news, so that every time that they speak to you, or every time they see you in the street, or every time they, you know, just throwing scenarios out there, but so you get the example, it gives them a little bit of hope, because they want this to come together. But because of your, I'm going to say it, indecision, it can't go anywhere. it can't go anywhere until you've made your mind up about whether or not you're going to return this person's love, or whether or not you're just going to leave them hanging. Definitely. Again, it's almost like you're matching, because they want to offer you, in this deck it's the Son of Cups and it's Knight of Cups in yours. It's almost like they want to go forward to you and say, you know, come on, but they can't. And it's definitely surrounding you. It's definitely something to do with you. Let's have a look why all this is happening. Why is all this happening? What can you tell me? Why is this not coming together? Why is this all happening? Please give me one card. Oh, one. Why is all this happening? Okay. Thank you. Again, I don't know if you're too focused on your work or not. It's strange because you both want this, but the ball is in your court, and they're playing a waiting game. How long they're going to wait, I've no idea, because I think they're getting a little bit fed up, but you're just totally in your mind. I had a similar read for this. Could have been you last month, might not have been. It could be somebody else. I can't remember. I have to have a look back. Very, very similar cards and very, very similar placements. And it's all to do with not moving forward, but wanting to in your mind, but actually just not taking those steps. It's kind of like you're almost scared. It could be that in the past you felt that in this relationship you were doing all the hard work, you were doing all the running, and now it's like, no, let them do a little bit. But they feel that the ball is in your court. It's kind of like you're playing a game of bat and ball, and you're matching each other. Nobody's winning here because you're both quite stubborn, really, for an air sign. But I've just got a feeling that there is something there emotionally that isn't letting you move forward. Let's have a look at future. What is future energies for my Aquarius, please? What can you tell me for the future? When I say future, obviously this is a reading for June, but it might play out a little bit later, as you know. Future. There's going to be a conversation to be had between the two of you. It's going to lead to more confusion. It's slow in coming together, this. Right, okay. I'm going to put a scenario out there. Not to worry anybody, but I've just got the feeling that if you dwell on this anymore, if you take your time and overthink things, which, to be fair, when I've done Aquarius readings, I do pick up that some of you have a tendency to overthink scenarios before actually doing anything. And now that you're doing this for the future, it might be a little bit late, because this person, if they've got to wait around any longer, may move on. And then you're going to offer them, and you'll already find that they might have moved on. It's just, you know, with the Four of Cups here, it's kind of my making up your mind to make a move and actually go towards it, but the other person is now not accepting. And you've got to ask yourself why, especially when there's a conversation to be had here with the Five of Wands. There's a lot of communication cards, actually, and there's a lot of water energy, fire energy. Four of Wands in reverse. It's not coming together. Conversation to be had, still not coming together. You're offering, they're not accepting. But I'm just getting the image that it's kind of too little too late. Again, anybody has the power to change the outcome of any reading. This could just be as a warning, especially with it being future energies, not to dwell on things a little bit too much, especially if you've made your mind up that this is the person that you want to go towards. In this case, for some of you, if you do wait around, this person could have already moved on, or could be in the process of moving on. It could also be that, I also get, some of you, you might feel that that this person is not pressurizing you, but you feel that, oh yeah, I'll go on, I'll give it a go, but it's actually not really what you want. But that is just a small portion. There is definitely some offering here and some not accepting, if that makes sense. Let's have a look anyway at the future energies of your person. Future energies for the person my Aquarius is dealing with, please. Future energies for the person my Aquarius is dealing with. Thank you. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. What did I say? If you leave it too long to reach out to this person, they're going to move on. We've got the third party energy as well in the Three of Swords. Don't necessarily see it being an issue as to why this relationship broke down. This is possibly them still connecting with you, still talking to you, but because, and they still want you in some part, but because of some indecisiveness on your part, they are going to have another option coming in. It might leave them a little bit confused as to whether or not they want to wait around for you or whether or not they want to accept you, but they could actually have another option coming in very soon that might sweep them off the feet, might change their little bit of outlook on love, might make them have serious consideration as to where they're going to end up or who they're going to end up with, is what I want to say. It also leads them to actually do some thinking as to whether or not the relationship with you is worth going down that road again, because especially within your energy, we have the Five of Wands in there, so we've got the Five of Cups. It's almost like change is going to come, but in a big way, in that for you, possibly when you have the conversation, it might not be that what you want to hear, because you might realise, or you might hear, they might have to tell you that they've got somebody else, they're moving on. Whereas where they're looking at the relationship with you, they're focusing on maybe the arguments you had in the past, and they're trying to use that to weigh up whether or not they want to be with you or move off and go with somebody else that's going to come in and offer them love. Yeah. So, yeah, they're definitely working on something with somebody else as well. I'm not seeing that now. This is a future message, and it's kind of like they're going to have two options between you and somebody else, and it is down to a delay and the indecisiveness of you reaching out to them. So, Aquarius, that's what I've got for you. Yeah. Thank you very much.